When you first open the app, you'll be shown a splash screen, which will quickly disappear and reveal the login and sign up page. Here you can choose whether to sign up, log in, or just skip this. If you decide to sign up, you'll be able to put in your name, mobile number, and password. If you already have an account, you can log in and just put in your name and password. Both of these pages will lead you to the welcome screen. Next, you'll see the onboarding screens, which will introduce you to each section that is shown on the home page, starting with an introduction to what you might expect, then looking and sounding different, body hair, menstruation, keeping your body and mind healthy and happy, and finally, trials of life. From here, you'll be taken to the home screen. Here you can see all the different topics and categories under these. Once you get familiar with the app, these can be made smaller. You can also search to find exactly what you're looking for. So, starting with the section Looking and Sounding Different, you'll find 3 different questions that cover topics in this section. Why am I getting taller and heavier? This discusses exactly that, and is accompanied with illustrations that relate to the writing, either next to or below it. Why is my body changing? This discovers different parts of the body, starting with up there, which educates people on breasts and wearing a bra. So that was showing on the inside, so next is showing on the outside, where the 3 titles are Growing Pains, All Shapes and Sizes, Touch, Look, Check, which educates young people about common signs of breast cancer. Going into the down there section shows the different sex organs from what they look like on the inside and outside. I've made it so they start off with no arrows, and then when you tap on the screen there will be arrows. I created it in this way so it didn't get too overwhelming. When you press on some of these, it takes you back to the top of the screen, but if you scroll down you can find what you were looking for. And finally, for looking and sounding different, you have What's Happening to My Voice, which explains why and how your voice breaks. Body hair. Where and why does it grow? This topic covers many commonly asked questions as you start to grow body hair and discusses the most common places this happens during puberty. Next is How Do I Shave, which gives step-by-step instructions and examples of different things you can shave with. But for the step-by-step, this just covers using a razor. An example of this is shown in the armpit hair page, which is a 3-step process. Menstruation. What is a period? This covers the 4 phases of the menstrual cycle and explains what happens during them. When you scroll down, you'll then see my video explaining it in a more visual way. What is PMS? In this section, it talks about what it is and ways to cope. Next is then, how do I cope with a period, which shows different types of sanitary products and how to use these, for example pads, and more specifically disposable and reusable pads. Keeping your body and mind healthy and happy. How do I keep my body healthy? This explains how exercise and food can affect your mood and energy, amongst other things. When you click on a section in the pie chart, it will show you roughly how much of that type of food you should eat to maintain a balanced diet, and examples of what these include. How do I keep clean? Like some of the other sections in the app, it targets specific titles or questions surrounding this topic, and includes illustrations to go along with the text. Why does my mood keep changing? This discusses how puberty and other factors contribute to your changing mood during puberty, such as different relationships. How can I be more comfortable with my body? This covers topics of body confidence and reassures the user of the app of the ways they may feel. When you're using the app and have done reading the section you are in, you can press the home button at the bottom to go back to all the topics again. Otherwise, you can keep pressing the back button. Trials of life. How do I cope with bullying? This gives some guidance for what to do if you or someone you know is being bullied. Its aim is to educate the user about the subject and what to do in a situation like this. What is safe sex? This covers ways of avoiding pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. When you press on one of these, it gives an explanation for what they are used for and how effective they are. Then, what is peer pressure? In the section, it's purely text-based with minimal illustrations, as it discusses serious subjects that should be read about and not just shown using illustrations. From the home screen, you can go to the Thoughts and Feelings section or your profile. When going to the Thoughts and Feelings part of the app, you can track how your day has been and answer some of the pre-made questions to get the user to think more about how they are feeling, as this may help their mood and get them thinking in ways they may not usually. When you click on one of the faces that will be tracked onto that month, as shown, you can press on monthly. Here you'll be able to see every day where you tracked your mood, and when you click on one of these days, it will show you what or if you wrote anything then. And here you can see every month of the year. Finally, the last section of the app is your profile. If you have a period, this will be tracked in your profile and will give you a description of what you could expect on that day of your period. If you don't have a period, your profile will look like this, where it will show you your yearly recap and your overall mood during this year. Then the last part of your app is the settings, where you can change your profile icon, update your details, change your period or cycle length, and purchase one of the books this app is based off of, What is Happening to Me. And those are all the features of the app.